Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Amon Green, Gourmet Packers all-time leading rusher, and you're watching Packers Total Access Live, your daily source for Packer content. Go Pack, go!
What's up, guys? Welcome into the PTA pregame show. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on Packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Joined alongside Tim in a rainy Green Bay, Wisconsin, here to give you guys the pregame show, take you right up to kickoff for Packers Jets at Lambeau Field. Been seeing all kinds of video footage coming out, man. We got a swirling wind out there. We got rain in the forecast. Hopefully that moves out and everybody stays healthy here for this first preseason game of the 2025 Green Bay Packers season. So before we get started, just need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Hit like, hit subscribe real quick. If you're new here, this is your first time tuning into PTA, welcome. We appreciate you making us a part of your pregame festivities. Listen, we're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media members. We're just fans like you in here talking Packers on the daily. We'll also be going live for a post-game show immediately following the game where we're going to give you all of the statistics, all of the analysis, all that good stuff. So I see the chat's already lit up. Tim, you ready for some football tonight, big dog?
You know it, baby. And leave it to Titletown, USA to give us football weather in the first preseason game of the year. Little bit of wind, little bit of rain. I love it, man. Let's get the legs turning already. Let's go. Let's get fired up.
I would not have it any other way, man. This is, like you said, it's football weather. It's just so exciting, dude. To think it seemed like it was yesterday we were up there for the draft, right? And then, the draft comes and goes. You've got the OTAs and you start training camp, and now, boom, here we are. It was family night. Now we're at preseason. It's an exciting time, man. Going through Twitter here, just trying to get an eye on what's going on here. It sounds like our boy, if I understood correctly, here we go. Matt Schneidman put a tweet out here, Tim. He said, Brandon McManus in a T-shirt and cleats during warm-ups while the rest of the specialists are in full uniform. We'll see who kicks for the Packers tonight or if both guys do. So there might be a chance that McManus doesn't play and they let the Irish kicker there, Mark McAnamy, I think is how you say it, let him get out there and get a good long look at him. Obviously, he's a part of the international player program there. What do you think, man? Do you think we'll see McManus, or are they just going to – I wouldn't mind if they just let the Irish – the young, as you always say, the young Irish lad get out there and kick that thing around a little bit, man.
Absolutely. I mean, hell finally froze over. He got his visa figured out. He's here. You might as well strap the pads on and let him kick a few. He's got to catch up. And obviously, you're not worried about Brandon McManus. I don't think him not kicking tonight is going to affect his game at all. If anything, like you said, with a slick surface and things like that, maybe let's not put our kicker one out there and let's see what the Irishman's got. I'm looking forward to seeing him,
Yeah, I know the other name that everybody's looking forward to seeing, as Cheese Mode Activated says here, if Golden gets a tud, holy cheese, man. Could you imagine? We get Matthew Golden out there, first drive, Love just drop one in the bucket to him, get the starters off the field, get them out of here. We don't need to see them again. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I love it. Play action, roll out to the left, launch that bomb, baby. Let's send them on a 9 right out of the gate. Let's go.
Definitely. All right, let's see here. Wes Hodkowitz put this tweet out a few minutes ago. Alan Lazard out there says Packer for life. Joey Dubois, is that how you would say that? Dubois? How would you say that, Tim? What do we got here? Is this French? What is this?
Dubois. Yeah, Dubois. I think Dubois. Yeah. Right.
So obviously out there signing autographs for the Packer fans. Listen, I liked Lazard when he was here. I thought he was one of those players that overachieved. He pretty much played on a minimum contract the entire time he was here for the most part, it seems like. And big-bodied receiver, him and Aaron created some chemistry. It was a lot of fun watching them play together. It seemed like he played the game the right way. And what I always think of with Alan Lazard is when he blocked back on that screen pass and took out 3 defenders and then counted them off. Looked at all 3 of them on the ground and went 1, 2, 3. It's like the best clip ever, man.
Yeah, and, he was a water cooler guy too, right? He'll block you into oblivion, man. Get out there and do the dirty work. I think you're right. I think he played the game the right way. And, like Coach Len is saying here, Lazard was a great Packer. It's true. Quick little run here, before it was all said and done. He's a Jet now. And, hey, NFL, not for long, right? So you got to appreciate these guys while they're here and while they're wearing our colors, right? So, but I think it was well said by I believe it was Wes Hod that had said that once a Packer, always a Packer. I know a lot of us feel that way, and Alan Lazard certainly is that guy for sure.
Yeah, Coach Lynn says Lazard was a great Packer, no doubt about it, man. Let's call him. Look at our boy Matthew Golden arriving at the stadium. Love his kid right here, man. I don't know if you guys are not following him on Instagram, you need to be. Man, his mind is just his brain is in the right place, Tim. There's no two ways about it.
You see it right there. He's checking the phone on his way in. He's reading one more Bible passage before he straps the pads on. Just making sure he gets his last little bit of study in. I like this guy so much, man. Like you said, does it the right way, and it's always a blessing when you get a rookie with extreme star power, and you're not worried about anything with him off the field. Like you're not worried about any kind of issues. With a guy like Matthew Golden, you can tell he's a high character guy for sure.
Yeah, definitely, and that's just a Packer top for sure. Yep. Let's see if we got anything else going on out here. So you see the young Irish kicker out there in pregame,
okay,
pretty strong leg here. All right, in the wind, in the rain. You see Daniel Whelan down there as well. So, is there any Packers, Tim? We'll refresh this and see if we get any more information coming in as everybody piles in. As y'all check in, appreciate you making us part of your pregame festivities. Just hit that like button on the way in. Is there anybody that comes to mind right offhand? I know we covered the entire roster last night on our little exercise, but what's the first name that comes to mind, Tim? And I know we talked about Savion Williams. It sounds like if reports are correct, he will not be playing tonight. I like that plan. I like that idea. Obviously we found out that he played all of last year at TCU, or most of last year at TCU, I think with a torn labrum. He had surgery when he got to Green Bay. That's why he had the harness and everything on. Play that safe. There's no reason to try to rush him out there. Honestly, he's like probably fifth on the depth chart when it comes to our wide receiver room. He's got a roster spot. He don't have to have that in the back of his mind of, man, I need to play hurt to earn a spot. But other than Savion, if you ain't got nothing to add there, what player comes to mind you're looking forward to watching tonight,
man? Nas Stackhouse, baby. Nas Stackhouse, Barron Sorrell comes to mind off the top of the head. Shocker. I'm going to go with defensive guys. Hoping to see CV get some reps out there tonight. There's some guys, we've got our eye on, especially the guys that are fighting for a roster spot, guys that are kind of bubble guys or maybe practice squad potential. Names like Omar Brown come to mind. It'll be fun to see a lot of these players out there, but I think the first one for me would be Big Nas Stackhouse from Georgia.
Yeah, Cody McDougal in the chat says ready to see LVN progression. Amen. He's had a great camp according to all the reports, right, coming out of training camp. And granted, it's training camp, but I'm with you there. I don't know how much we'll see LVN tonight, but I'm with you, Cody. I'd love to see him come out first quarter of the season and get, 2-3 sacks, be very, very dominant in the run game. I want to see him get the second most snaps behind Rashawn Gary and kind of elevate himself to that spot now that he's not obviously having to go through half of the season with Preston Smith on the roster. I also want to see Kingsley Enagbare and Brenton Cox Jr. flip snaps. I'd like to see Brenton Cox Jr. get the bulk of those snaps as opposed to Enagbare. Not a shot at Enagbare. It's just Brenton Cox Jr. showed so much last year on far fewer snaps than Enagbare. I think we could really, really benefit from that.
I agree 100%. And we talk about progress stoppers, right? And you want to take this preseason opportunity to maybe see what these different looks look like, right? We talk about the hockey line approach, right? So tonight's a good opportunity to maybe get some of your starters some reps, get them in, get them out, and then start rotating these guys. And let's see a lot more of the guys that we didn't see enough of maybe last season for sure.
Yeah, and obviously I don't want to see a whole lot of this guy tonight. We got Jordan Love walking into the stadium. Got the hair braided, looking clean, boy, looking clean out there.
Let's go with 1-for-1, 73 yards and a tutter, and we're done. And just let's go. Bring in Clifford. Let's go.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Eldegrim in the chat says thoughts on J.J. McCarthy only playing one series after missing so much time. I watched his drive there, Eldegrim, and he did not look sharp to me. And I didn't look at the stats. I think I seen him throw 2 passes, both of which were off the mark. And I was like, man, they were talking about him being in camp, and he was just, pinpoint accuracy and this and that. Now, he did scramble for a first down, and the first thing I thought, Tim, feels like Caleb Williams. They're going, yeah, look at this guy. Look at the moxie. Couldn't hit a bull in the ass with a mop throwing the football, and then ran it for a first down, and everybody's over the moon. And Paul Allen on the call.
Yeah, you're a much bigger man than me, Clay. I couldn't sit through that crap. I didn't watch a single snap of that game.
when
I
he
couldn't do it.
when he scrambled for that first down, you would have thought they won the Super Bowl the way Paul Allen acted. It was absolutely hilarious. But let's see here. Somebody else was talking about our boy Bo Melton. It actually looks like several people are. Darren Andrews, is Bo Melton starting? I don't think anybody knows who's starting at this moment, Darren. I think there's a chance that all the ones go out there for one series based off what LaFleur said, but also the rain that's in the forecast that might change things up there as well.
Bo might have had too many curds too. You never know.
Cheese curds make my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them though.
It's funny you mentioned that, Tim, because we went and we hosted a car show today for one of our charities that we do here in Kingsport, Tennessee. And Mandy was out there kind of managing the whole event. I dropped in for about an hour and a half, and man, some beautiful rides up there. I got to see a 1931. I think it was a Ford, I believe it was.
Nice.
I'm gonna tell you guys wrong. It was absolutely gorgeous. But what did they have? I went through the menu, went through all the food trucks. There's like 6 food trucks. What do we got? Cheese curds. I'll take that. Give me the cheese curds.
Nice. Were they on point? Were they good too?
Oh, they were so good. They were. Now listen, they're not the red-headed cheese curds from Hinterland. Don't get me wrong, but they were strong. They were very, very strong, man, for sure. So
I love it.
Yeah, it was a good time. I was trying to pull it up. I don't tell you guys wrong, but we got the statistics on her here. It was a 19. I'm sorry, yeah, I had that completely wrong. 1931 Graham, I believe it is. Graham Air, maybe model 34's real blurry, manufactured in Detroit by the Graham brothers. I think it says Joseph, Robert, and Ray Grahams were produced from 1927 through 1940. It was absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, y'all ain't here to talk car shows. So it was a lot of fun though. And again, when you're at a random car show in East Tennessee and you see cheese curds on the menu, you got to get them, man. So Will and Al Swiderski with the super chat. Thank you, Al. We appreciate you, buddy. Says thank you to 2 awesome dudes on game day. Thank you, Al. We appreciate that super chat, man. So glad that football season's here. Now we got a third awesome dude in the house in Jacob.
Jacob. Beard is here.
Did I miss a memo or something? We're going live early?
I can't tell, but yeah, we go live 6:45, man. That's what we do. You know, that's what we said. What's wrong with you, Jacob? You going to come in here looking like you just robbed a liquor store, too? I can't tell if you're hitting on the ladies or you robbed a liquor store. What's going on?
I got all me booty, son. All me booty.
How many times are you going to come to my press conference late?
Oh, man.
It's 6 p.m. God's time, and it is just that right now. I'm on time. Tell you what.
Sit your butt outside.
So now McManus is in uniform, looks like, Tim, right here. There we go.
You don't like that.
Yeah, McManus will be kicking again. Al, thank you for the super chat, buddy. You're the man. Yeah, we were just talking, Jacob, that there may have been a chance they were going to let the young Irish lad go out there and do all the kicking duties today. And I did see a video just a second ago. I want to say it was a 55-yarder, had plenty of leg, but he just missed it. So it was just wide right, it looks like maybe. Yeah. So
yeah.
Wide right on the right hash. Not bad, though. He can dial that in. He'll be all right.
55 yards in the wind and the rain. Like that, man. Like that.
I love that. I mean, honestly, that probably makes sense as to why Emilio's not here. Mr. McHale had to probably get, Tom Holman on him. Let him out. Had to take Emilio. I understand that. Oh, look at the bots already here.
Emilio was busy checking on Travis Glover's.
There he is. He's probably are you guys I'm going to throw up. I feel so nervous right now. I know that it's game time, game day, game season, because I feel like I'm about to toss my cookies, brother.
I was going to ask you, Jacob, are you going to say you say every pregame show, you go, the closer we get to kickoff, you go, oh God. And I just always laugh because he makes that little sigh. And I thought for sure we wouldn't hear it tonight. And here you are.
This is
preseason 2, huh?
Yes. I'm so excited right now. It's just absolutely what a magical day. It's been raining like crazy here in Hudson. Tim, do you think that we're going to get rained out? Is there any chance that there's going to be some thunderstorms?
No. I don't think I've rain out, but we could get some stuff that rolls through kind of around kickoff. So, I'm not a weather guy, so I'm not going to make predictions, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got a little dicey for a little bit and then blew out of here. It's been kind of scattered all afternoon today. So okay. I don't think we'd get a full on rain out, but hopefully if you're at 1265, you brought some rain gear because there's some more storms in the area for sure.
Yeah, I like what Will and Al says. Will and Al makes me feel all right. He says preseason pukes are normal. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Can you put Jake Cole's comment back up there? I like what he said. He said preseason, Jacob, not the Super Bowl. Relax. We're not Vikings fans. Come on now.
Playoffs. Come on, man.
About playoffs? I was trying to see if any of the local weather guys put an update out here. Usually they do, but here we go. This was from 2 hours ago. It may have changed since then, but let's throw it up on the screen anyway. This is Stephanie. I'll let you guys help me with the last name there. It's my illiterate. So here we go. It says severe weather continues to impact Green Bay this afternoon, although things will quiet down for a bit after this rolls through. If you're heading to the preseason game, there's still a chance of more storms to develop later tonight. So there you go.
Stephanie Baricello, Fox 6 Milwaukee.
There you go.
What was you going to say, Jacob? I'm gonna take her at her word for sure. She knows her stuff.
I was just gonna comment in our group chat. How did somebody switch the group chat picture to Steve the Pirate? And why am I getting so surprised today at everything?
Oh no, what is this? Is in our text thread?
Yeah, Emilio must have done it, of course, because if you don't know, then it means Emilio did it. I'm Steve the Pirate, or the whole group chat is just now. It. Yeah, fine.
That's the way it goes.
Whatever.
Jake. I don't know what to tell you, man. It was funny though. That was funny when he pulled that up last night. So, Jacob, I asked Tim, "Hey, who are you excited about seeing tonight?" Tim, you said, remind me again. It was not
House and Baron Sorrell.
Yeah. What about you, Jacob? Who are you most excited to see tonight in uniform out there?
That's a pretty good. Those are pretty good right there. I'd add in Bo Melton. I want to see Bo Melton, what he does, how they actually use him. Are they actually going to put him out there and let him kind of, gain some experience / make some plays / does he get burned? Like Elijah said, yeah, give me Bo. That's exactly what I'm thinking here, my friend. Very, very excited. Also with like that 4th and 5th, 6th / edge defenders. I want to see Desley Alexander. I want to see Kingsley. I want to see who else is out there maybe competing. Mosby.
Brenton Cox Jr.
No, well, you guys know that I love to see Brenton Cox Jr. See what I did there, Clayton? Trying to help us out. I would like to see him just for a flash or two, but honestly, I don't want to see that many reps of Brenton Cox Jr. as normal, just because I know what I've gotten him. I want to see some of the younger guys kind of flash in that position. So, like Elijah says, I love Brenton Cox Jr. I'm trying so hard to be professional.
You think God never farted?
The Stackhouse Brinson / Colby Wooden thing is also something that we've touched on that I really do want to see that. And then the backup running backs, I really want to see who's going to shine, who's going to take this opportunity. If it's Amar Johnson, cool. If it's Izzy, let's go, man. I want to see somebody absolutely harness the snaps they're about to get. God, I shouldn't wear the headband. So, and obviously then the offensive line, I think just there's so much competition there where no one really has, in my opinion, like a good neck above the rest, just as far as like once you get after the front 5, 6, 7, it's kind of like anybody's race right now. And I want to see somebody kind of make themselves notable. And after my goal is hopefully that not my goal, my hope for the team is that after this, first preseason game, we have maybe 3 or 4 players that are like so standoutish that we have to talk about them, and that'll help settle the depth chart a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does, man. Chuck Jagger says, I dropped a fire pick in the Patreon. Y'all ready for this? Drum roll, please. Look at this cat right here. Senor Cheese says, Buenas noches, and go Pack go. There you go, man. That's a good look right there. Good look. Jacob, it looked like you and him could be a tag team.
I was just going to say that. You guys remember the Dudley brothers or whatever they're called?
Yeah.
That looks about one half of it. I'll do the other half. Yeah, I'll get there.
Yeah. And there's new people going, where's this at? Where are y'all seeing this? This is in the Patreon group. This is another reason why you should be a Patreon member, because we just have random nonsense like this all the time. But yeah, that's awesome, Chuck. Love the mask, man. I was repping all the Packer gear at the car show earlier today too. So we got several Go Packs.
How's that car show? That looked pretty cool, by the way.
It was nice, man. It was a good time. It was for a good cause. Basically, we I say we. I helped Mandy with it in the winter. She's really taken it the last several years. It's called Meals on Wheels. You guys probably have one in your area where, a local establishment. Typically, we use a church in Kingsport. We use their kitchen, and food that's donated. We cook meals for like anywhere from 80 to 110 elderly folks in the area.
That's awesome.
Have drivers that actually deliver them to them. A few people too. You got mostly elderly, but you got a few, that are handicapped that can't drive, can't get out. And so she throws on this car show, and it started kind of small, and then she's amped it up. We got a grocery store here locally called Food City. That's like our big chain down here in Tennessee. And if you ever watch the Food City 500 or whatever it may be at Bristol Motor Speedway, they've got this huge shopping cart that's motorized and goes around the track. She got the local Food City to bring that to the car show. This thing stands 18 feet tall. And they got a picture of her standing in it. It's hilarious. It scared me to death. I'm like, if she ever had a shopping cart that big, Tim, I'm losing my house, bro. It's over.
So, Mandy's a sweetheart. That's very awesome. You guys are cool for that.
That's really cool.
No, it's fun, man. It's good to be able to just do something and give something back. Because Lord knows God's been good to us. There's no two ways about that. Here's Brandon McManus, good from 60 in warm-ups, Tim.
No,
what?
You better
call him McMoney for nothing, man.
Heard the enthusiasm here. Look at this, boys. Let's watch it. 60-yarder.
Wait, let's do this again. Hold on.
Yeah,
let's see it clear a crossbar.
Yo, he's good from another 5 out.
That's good from 65.
That's crazy.
That's
easy money.
Shot right
that's
there.
Good from 65 right there, baby.
It's preseason when we're in here gawking over pregame field goals.
You already know. That's money from 65, baby.
65%.
65%. That's what we win in the rain. It does not get any better than that, man.
That's so awesome.
I'm so glad it's football season, gents. What else y'all want to talk about in here as we wait other news to drop? Anything else? Keep an eye on the chat for me too, Jake, if you see anything in there.
Yeah, I got you. Honestly, just right there, McManus being able to kick that ball. I mean, Tim, I don't think it's raining currently, obviously, but the field's got to be a little soggy, right? It's got to be a little bit of kind of damp
earlier, so I don't know. I mean, it could be a little damp. It was also pretty humid too. Sometimes if you tarp it off, you'll get a little moisture underneath the tarp. So sure. I'm sure it's a little slick out there at the very least. Yeah.
Well, even so, 60 from any weather is unbelievable. 60 from maybe some muggy, like you said, somewhat soggy conditions. That McManus is he's got that energy, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's an OG too. You got to remember, this guy is ice water in the veins. He's no stranger to the big moments. I mean, we're talking about the guy who, got on an airplane, landed in Green Bay, and walked onto the field about a week later and won us a game. You got to love a guy like that. So I think Brandon's one of those guys that just you kind of got to let him just do his thing, whatever his process is, whatever his approach is, however he wants to work out. He wants to warm up and blast 60-yarders in pregame. Hey, let him do it. You got to trust the veteran. That's why we brought him in here after that, musical chairs of rookie kickers and stuff like that. So I think we're blessed and lucky to have a guy like him here for sure.
Yeah, let him cook just like Daryl's cooking up barbecue ribs. I hope they're not human, but spicy hot wings as well. Daryl, I support you, brother. Just
Daryl,
let him go.
I actually had some barbecue earlier today, so I'm going to try to keep my eyes open in this during this game here. I might wake up and have my forehead on the keyboard. You know what I mean?
Hey, what do you think about this, Clay? Cody Newman says, I got my 3-month-old son sitting next to me getting ready for his first Packers game. Dude, that literally almost brings a tear to my eye. That's so awesome. That is so cool. You have no idea.
Just don't drop the baby when you're cheering.
Yeah, probably don't spike it either.
Hold on tight.
You guys ever see the video of the Buffalo Bills fans putting his baby through his very first Buffalo Bills table? You know how they break the tables? Did you guys see that? I'm gonna pull that up for you. It's absolutely awesome. But keep talking.
All right, let's have Eric Sutherland. We got Packer royalty here, PTA royalty. Well, Murph and Sutherland are the OGs. He says, "Game day, baby, go Pack, go!" Thanks, Clayton and the fellas, and all of the chat for all the great content and laughs, getting us ready for the new season. God bless you all, Eric Sutherland. With all your shenanigans intact, we still love you, buddy. Miss you. We can't wait to have this new season. What do you think, Tim, about that?
Yeah, I think it's awesome to see Eric in the chat again. What's up, Uncle Eric? It's been a while. I know things have been kind of up and down. Hope all is well with the family and everything. And good to see you in the chat, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Game
Appreciate
day.
you. You've been here since day one, right, Tim?
You already know.
Day one, man.
Mount Rushmore, PTA Mount Rushmore right there, baby.
Yeah, definitely. So here's the video. I'm afraid to go full screen because it looks like somebody recorded it off NFL Network, but brace yourself for this. It gets a little graphic. All right, check it out. Brand new born baby. Buffalo Bills fan going through the table. Look at that.
You know, the mom's like, do it quick and get it back.
Yeah, I hear that's how they baptize the kids out there in Buffalo, you know?
And I did notice that when I searched that, there was a couple of real table shots. You got to be careful, man. Some of these guys, they got bones sticking through the skin doing these, especially when they miss. Yeah, that one right there is one where the dude broke his leg. We can go watch that one. We'll keep it moving. Throw up on my.
Please don't. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah. Am I the only one? Tim, do you get squeamish over broken bones, man?
A little. You know, once you've seen one popping out through the flesh, you know, you're all right.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah,
I can't. I'll literally.
It's easier every time.
Yeah, I can't do it, man. There's a lot of things I can handle that are graphic like that, and it's crazy too because the sight of blood, Mandy's like, freaks out. I could have an artery squirting and be all right. Hey, just give me a turn. Come on, give me a shoestring or something. Let's tie this up. They don't bother me. If a bone breaks, I'm like, ugh.
If it comes out the skin like a compound fracture.
Mandy's like, put it in slow motion. Put it in slow motion. Weirdo.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Anyway, there you go, man. I'm really disappointed in Twitter, dude. Usually I've got this game day set up where everybody who tweets on game day, it's usually just going nuts.
Yeah, they're all tweeting weather reports. Yeah. Come on, give us the inactives already.
They may be over there in lot 1 soused up, Tim. Their Czech River lot might be on. You never know. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Guys got to pay attention to that check light. You got to ease her down if that light goes on. I'm telling you. It
will talk to you. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. Let me check on. I don't know if the young whippersnapper's at the game, but there's a young man by the name of Caden. Caden, I hope I'm saying the name right. Sanila. Him and Big B are always at the games typically, and they give some of the best coverage, and just from the stands. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, it doesn't look like he's there today. So let's talk a little Matthew Golden, Jacob. We were showing him walking in earlier in the show, walking into the stadium. How much?
Yeah, he didn't look anything like this, though. I don't understand. I mean, that is not that guy right there, and this guy, nothing.
Not hideous. It's horrible, man. Yeah. That tweet I put out got some traction too. Hopefully we can get that changed sooner rather than later. But Jacob, what do you think, man? How much do you want Matthew Golden to play tonight, man?
I said it the other night, and I stick by it. As much as Jordan Love plays, I want him there as well. I think he's earned first team snaps. I think he's earned that buffer, that bubble wrap that we should wrap around him because he has been that dynamic. I went out to breakfast this morning with a couple friends. One of them was Bad Luck Paul, if you guys remember, very prominent Viking fan. And he's like, all right, be honest with me. I haven't really looked into the whole scuttlebutt. Like, what's Matthew Golden like? Is he good? And I said, oh, he's a real one. Like, we got one. He was like, damn it. And he was legitimately upset because he hasn't gotten to look at the real progression that he's made. And I don't know about you guys, but this is the best I've ever felt about a rookie wide receiver, regardless of whether or not it's a first, second, third, fourth, whatever the round was that he was drafted in. I sincerely believe that this guy is a stud. And I hate the moniker of he's your number one, he's the X wide receiver, that kind of thing. I usually don't like that type of talk. I think he has the potential to eventually become a type of guy that say, hey, when you're going to Green Bay, you got to go through 22. You know, you're going to have to worry about this guy. You're going to have to scheme this guy and worry about where he is on the field at all times. So, you know, I'm very excited to see that. Do I need him to show it tonight on the field? Nope. I really don't. I don't want him to have to feel like he has to show it tonight. Let's give him, like I said, whatever Love does, I want him to mimic and then get him right off the field with him. What do you think, Tim?
Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
Oh, my bad, man.
Yeah, so I agree, Jacob. I think that would be a good way to handle it. You know, one thing about whether you play the starting quarterback or not, it depends on the offensive lineman too. You know, like you don't want your QB1 going out there. Let's say like Rasheed Walker. I'm assuming he's not going to play tonight. Maybe I could be wrong. Let's say Rasheed Walker doesn't go out there and play left tackle. I don't like the idea of Jordan Love going out against the number one defense if they play their starters.
I thought I heard that Jordan Morgan's playing left tackle starting. That's what I heard.
So, and you look at Jordan Morgan, right? And if he's going up against their starting edge defender, and here Morgan's trying to get some reps at the NFL level under his belt at left tackle, Tim, that just screams disaster. So that's why there's a lot of things that kind of come into play on whether you play certain starters, if that makes sense, right?
I agree. Your generally conventional wisdom would tell you, well, the ones are out there, all the ones should stay out there. I think you might see a little bit of that, but I think you might see Matt start peeling guys off little by little and kind of cycling guys in. Obviously, you've got, your number one draft pick receiver, and you've got your franchise quarterback out there. You want to see some action, but you want to protect those guys. And if you're trying to mix up personnel and you're trying to see, what guys look like at game speed, maybe it's a good idea to, make sure ones are with ones against first team starters, just to keep everybody as safe as you really can out there. There's been a lot of talk. I saw Jacob, you put that comment up about do we see a go ball on the first play? I've been hearing that all day. We've been talking about it for a few days. Matt LaFleur, with all that hype, we're going to run a draw play right out of the gate.
Maybe an end around.
Yeah, or an end around. Jet sweep, baby. Here we go.
There we go. And we are playing the Jets. That could be.
So this is 97.3's Twitter account here, as you can obviously see. A little live shot at Lambeau, the fans filing in. Now, it does look like it is trying to clear up a little bit, doesn't it? You don't see any heavy rain or anything. So
it seems like everything that's moving in and through here is moving pretty rapidly. So anything that we do get probably won't stick around too long, hopefully.
How does it work, Tim? If there's any lightning, do they take people inside first of all, or do they immediately call the game if it's like a?
I think that's kind of part of the process. If it's a severe, they do like the you follow the stadium evacuation plan. You get inside to the atrium. You get inside to covered areas. They'll take the players off the field. They'll take the media off the field, and then you probably have a delay. And if it passes through, you go back out and finish the game. I think it's kind of this is all just I'm speculating here. I don't know what their policy is, but it's got to be something like that. I don't think they would just cancel the game, especially if you've got, at least, maybe a quarter or two into the game, you want to try and finish it. Yeah. So I would expect a delay first. And then if it doesn't clear up and it's severe, thunderstorm, threatening weather, then they'll probably just call it. It is a preseason game, right? I mean, the only thing that matters is guys getting their reps. That's the only thing that matters tonight. Stay healthy and get your reps. That's it. That's all we're looking for.
What do you guys think about Stephen A. Smith's brother, Michael A. Smith? He says, you guys are the best. If the field gets sloppy, let's just see backups. Around the league, there are key players out for significant time already. I kind of believe in that sentiment there. Like Clayton and I think have said, we want to see these guys get out there, but if it's just a slop fest, a absolute swamp out there, maybe just, pass it on to the younger guys that need some opportunities. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I completely agree, man. I don't want to see any starters out there slipping on the turf. I just don't. And I understand the folks that say, hey, look, you got to get ready for the season. I get that. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's the right one and anybody else is wrong. But as soon as I heard it was going to be heavy rain in the forecast. Now, if it moves out and we're good, hey, yeah, you know what I mean? Put the long studs on, get them out there, and let the guys play. I completely agree with that. So we know
the field is going to be in tip-top condition, right? I mean, we have one of the best grounds crews in the National Football League. This is the first real action we're going to see besides family night. I think this field's ready to go, man.
Yeah, Big B in the house. Good to see you, Big B.
What up, Big B?
That's my man right
there.
there.
Big B. Love it.
How you doing, brother?
Getting to meet him and Caden at the draft was absolutely awesome, man. You guys, I'm going to say it over and over and over again. You're two of the best follows on X.
Yep.
And it's always something Packer related. And congratulations, B. If I remember correctly, you're doing some coaching this year. I think he said. I want to say you put an announcement out on X that he's going to do a little coaching. That's the age to get into it right there. I've had people approach me about coaching. I'm like, I'm too old, man. I'm too set in my ways. You get started early like that, man. That's the way to do it. You'll look up in 10 years, be a head coach somewhere, and living the dream.
Oh yeah,
living the dream.
That's so good, man. I love to hear that, man. And you're right about Caden and Big B, man. Two of the best follows for like your Packer kind of up to the minute kind of stuff, especially during camp and game days, things like that. And great representation of the younger portion of our fan base. I'll just say it like that. We're getting older. We're kind of some old dogs over here. But seeing guys like Big B and Caden out there, really gives me hope for the future of our fan base. We'll just say it like that.
No, I completely agree, man. Fishy things in here. How on earth do you watch this game? I think he's asking, how do you get it, the televised version, right? It's on NFL Network is where it's going to be. That's the way I understand it. I imagine it'll be the Packers announcers too. I'm hoping for that. But yeah, it's on NFL Network tonight. Of course, if you've got NFL Plus, you have access to it live and on replay as well. So just so you know. But yeah. All right. Anything else in the chat right now, Jacob, that you see?
I mean, I'm just saying, funny boy Roddy, whatever the heck your name is. He goes, JJ McCarty is better than Jordan Love. You are a funny boy. I'll tell you that there.
Idiot.
I didn't see that. I'll be honest, though. I did watch the Vikings game, and I watched him go out there. He looked all right. He led him to no points, maybe 3 points, I believe it was, and had a couple third downs that fell quite short and looked like he was a little bit had a rubber arm. But besides that, he looked great.
I'm glad you've seen the same thing, Jacob, because I was hearing Paul Allen scream like they won the Super Bowl because J.J. McCarthy scampered 10 yards because he don't know how to read a damn defense.
I was going to say.
Nobody's listening anyway.
He airmailed one pass and dirted the other. It was like, I thought he was sharp in camp.
J.J. McCarthy throws a dart for an incompletion, and there's a 3rd and 10. All right.
How did Teebs do this? Look at this. How do people, man, they're so creative.
Oh, look at that.
I love it. I
Love it.
Here we go. Ponder Wild says it's streaming on the Packers website for locals. That's good information there. Appreciate it, Ponder. And I know we got a bunch of people that just jumped in. If you guys would do us a big favor, hit that like, hit subscribe. If you're looking for daily Packers content, click that bell icon so you get notified when we go live. We'll also be live this evening, immediately following the game for our post-game show. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, too old for this says going from Paul Allen to Larry McCarron is like going from having the flu to being the first person landing on Mars. Yeah, Larry McCarron is just he's been doing it for so long and he's so professional. And then if you were to live in the area where I live and you happen to just accidentally hit the dial and it switches to Paul Allen, you're just like, what is this? How did this guy get a job? How has he had a job for this long?
I don't care what anyone says. We have the best team in sports broadcasting with Wayne Larrivee and Larry McCarron, man.
Absolutely.
Absolute treat to hear those guys calling a game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jen Wright, Channel 4 in Milwaukee. Thank you, Miss Jen. Absolutely awesome. Channel 27 in Madison says Michael A. Smith. So
26
fan base, man.
Channel 26 if you're up here in the Fox Valley area too. NBC 26 will have it locally.
There you go. We got some info coming in, guys. Rob Domofsky, as expected, Jordan Love is indeed in uniform for tonight's preseason opener. So he's in uniform. Is he going to play, right?
Get ready to
Jordan
go.
Love suited up. And then right here you see our boy Bo working a little pre-game here, right? A little pre-game jamming. Okay.
I like it.
Tim, what is your biggest matchup that you're excited to watch? I think we've touched on it a few times, but as you get into the nitty gritty here, what are you going to be watching for?
Sauce and Matt Golden.
Ooh, boy, that would be a great test right off the bat, wouldn't it?
I mean, just off the top of the dome, right? I think we all want to see at least one rep with those two.
Last night I said I want to see Bo Melton against Garrett Wilson.
Okay,
that happens.
Okay, there you go. I like that.
Like, because I don't feel like they're going to put our ones out there necessarily right away. Maybe they will. I don't know. But wouldn't you love to see that? Just say, hey, dude, go out there, show us what you can do. And what if he just sticks on him like white on rice and just swats the ball away and looks at him and gives him the old cheese hurts make my stomach hurt,
Exactly. Look at this right here, though, boys. Look at QB1 out there. Matt Schneidman tweeting it out. Jordan Love ready to go in the preseason opener. So it does appear that at least up to this point, we may see Jordan Love for at least a series, man. This is exciting for sure.
I love it. Jay Money getting loose. Wearing number 10 because he only throws dimes. Let's go.
Who's that up there with him, too? Who's that above him up there? 19.
That's
Elgersma.
Air Canada right there. Elgersma.
Eric, I love it. Air Canada. There it is. There's the nickname, Air Canada. I love it, dude. Absolutely awesome. You see Elton snapping the ball to Jordan there. Maybe that's something that I'm looking forward to the most. I'd like to see Elton get, a significant amount of snaps there to Jordan, because we've seen that's been a problem in camp, right? Him trying to get used to snapping the ball, moving from left guard over to center. And then also maybe keying in on who is the backup center. Is it going to be Sean Ryan? Is it going to be Jacob Monk? All that stuff matters because we know these guys are going to get dinged up during the season for sure. Mrs. Green in the house says Tim is the king of nicknames. Love it. Absolutely love it.
She's a homer. That's my wife.
She's a homer.
She's just being nice. I'm not really the king of nicknames.
Oh man, I love it. Yeah, we got Nat. What is it? Natsuku says they better not start Golden. So here we go. We got a part of the fan base that does not want Golden starting. Everybody's asking is Golden starting. I have not heard yet. We'll keep our ear to the streets here on X and see if anybody tweets out whether or not the inactives have been listed. But I'm expecting Golden to play. That's me.
Tim, give us all nicknames. Come on, you're the nickname king.
I'll call you Beardo.
You used to get straight A's. You used to get straight B's. Call me Buzz.
Got to shave the beard, then we'll call you Buzz. And of course, we got Country Clay over there holding down the South for us.
What about Emilio?
Cornbread Clay, right?
Cornbread Clay.
I love some good cornbread. I ain't gonna lie, man. You give me some cornbread, some collard green, little fried taters. Let's get it.
Collard greens are the best. I had never had them before in my life, and then when I went to Nashville and actually had some proper ones, oh my god, they are amazing.
You know why they're amazing? Because people just fry up bacon grease and dump it in the pots. Like you can make anything. You can make tree bark taste good with bacon grease. Which, by the way, at the car show today, they had a thick, like a 1/4-inch piece of bacon that was candied. You ever had candied bacon?
Oh my god, it's so good.
They threw that on a BLT, changed my whole perspective on life. I'm just telling you, it was unbelievable. So had that with a size of cheese curds. I'll be waking up at 3 a.m. It's gonna be bad. But look at Dobby's out there. He's going to be wearing the Guardian cap all year long. They're saying, I like that personally. Now, listen, he was wearing the Guardian cap when he got his second concussion last year, but the data does show that it does help. So then maybe he can get through the entire season with no concussion wearing that thing. Maybe it'll help.
I just caught the ball.
That's all we want, baby. I think he might have the best hands in this room as of this moment.
I agree.
Whatever it takes to keep Romy Rome on the field, I'll take it. I don't care if he wants to wear the helmet diaper. Let him do it, man. Let's go ahead and keep him healthy and hopefully over 1,000 yards this season. Let's go.
Yeah, and it looks like Rob Domofsky just tweeted Quay Walker is also in uniform for warm-ups. He's been very limited in his return to practice, so let's hope they get him out there for a series or two to really test that ankle. When you have surgery like that, whether it's a cleanup or a complete ligament repair or whatever it may be, when you get back out there, 90% of what's hindering you from getting back to full form is it's mental, Jacob, right? It's literally it's in your mind that, it's gonna get hurt again. And the only thing that helps you in that regard is just to get reps on it. So no better time to do it for Quay, I believe, than in the preseason.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you've seen how guys are kind of different on their recovery. Kingsley Anagabare came back last year and just actually stated that he just did feel comfortable trusting the leg. And you have to trust that process. You have to be able to, especially when you use that leg as like a plant leg or just where that, you gather all your momentum from that. It is very tough to come back out of nowhere. Guys like, Emilio has been through like a major knee injury and talked about how hard it was to actually have that confidence to get back. But you know what? Now's the time to do it, right? You have this chance to actually go out there, test that out, and show us what you got. I'm very excited to see how guys rebounding off injuries are going to play in this game and how they're going to perform. But, at the same time, this is week 1 preseason. Let's not force everything. Don't, I almost said something real bad. Don't let your excitement be too great that you get too excited, I should say. Let's do that. And let's just play safe but controlled. Be a controlled human meat missile, if I can.
There you go. So this is 97.3. The Game tweeted out the guys. It says, bring them out. Let's see if we can get a little audio here. I apologize if there's language. Be ready to earmuff the kiddies. Got the guys coming out of the tunnel. Somebody mentioned Malik Heath in the chat too. That's another player I'm excited about seeing tonight, guys.
Yes.
See what Malik Heath can do with his reps.
Oh, he's going to maximize every single snap he plays. We know that, right? That dude is an absolute dog. He's not going to waste any opportunity he gets tonight. I would look for him to show up big time if he's on that field.
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, get him out there. And here's the thing too, Malik Willis. Is it going to be something that they give him a significant amount of reps? Because I personally wouldn't. I'd give him a series or two. I want to see Sean Clifford and Taylor Elgersma. I want to know for 110% certainty which quarterback is better equipped to be our practice squad QB. And let's tell it how it is. It's your emergency quarterback. It's when if Jordan gets banged up throughout the season and Malik Willis is elevated to starter, which guy are you going to trust to come in and be that personal assistant to Malik Willis, right? Or God forbid Malik Willis go down and now all of a sudden that other guy is going to be propelled to be that personal assistant, that guy that's going to need to come in a pinch as well. So I'm excited to see those two. Right now, based off camp, I don't know how you guys feel. Taylor Elgersma definitely has more upside. But me personally, I'm still leaning towards Sean Clifford for his knowledge of the system. I don't know how you guys feel. Which one would you choose out of those two if you had to make the cut today?
I don't want to speak for Tim. I kind of mimic what you just said, Clayton. I just feel like that they have the draft capital put up in Clifford. He was literally kind of drafted, in my opinion, to be that almost like mentor, even though he was the same draft class basically as Love and kind of that same kind of rookie mentality. But he was like, I believe a fifth-year senior, had more snaps than most any other quarterback in that league or in that draft that year. I think that he just really was kind of drafted to be kind of like the guy that's going to be Jordan Love's hype guy that just is there to help him along, almost like his co-manager. You know what I mean? Like the what was Dwight Schrute? Not exactly the assistant manager, the assistant to the manager, that sort of thing.
The assistant to the regional manager, right?
Exactly. So I really do think that they value what he provides as far as being like a mentor. But also, let's not forget, sometimes we saw some flashes, bro. People are calling him mini Brett Favre. People are saying that he needs to start over Love. I wasn't one of
those are stupid people.
I don't think I was. I was very hyped on him, but let's pump the brakes and let's see.
Yeah. Matt Schneidman here, Tim, says Xavier McKinney won't play with the other starters tonight as he nurses a calf injury. McKinney said the other day he probably won't play in the preseason games, but will be ready for week 1. I would not mind if they didn't even let him down the tunnel. You know what I mean? Don't get him on nowhere near the field. But obviously he's out there with his boys helping with warm-ups. Yep. Not going to see any McKinney, but what does that mean at the other safety position, Tim, with the starters? Is it going to be Bull back there with Evan Williams, or do they maybe put Zane Anderson back there? Do they put Oladapo? What do you think, man?
Yes. Load him up, move him around, so you can play in X's spot. Maybe move Williams over there, let him be your number one and start working that rotation. And we know we have depth at that position group. Maybe tonight's an opportunity to, throw some of these other corners into the slot role, and maybe you pull Javon back there and let Bullard play a little safety and, see how he's looking at the back end of the defense. But yeah, I think better safe than sorry is a great approach here with X. That's our dude back there, and don't push it right now. It's we still have time too. We've got a lot of camp left. We got a couple more preseason games. It's not like Xavier McKinney's going to just put his feet up and play Madden all day, like
the rest of us did.
Yeah, or like that guy that plays for the Cardinals. I think it's a good thing. We're excited because football's here, and we want to see our guys. We want to see the action, but we want to stay as healthy as possible. So, like Jacob said, you want to play hard, play your game, play full speed, but play smart, play safe. Don't go out there and hurt yourself or hurt anyone else today, really.
Jacob, it just kind of hit me. Think about this. McKinney's out, so Bullard will probably play alongside Evan Williams at safety, right? So typically you would think, all right, Nate Hobbs would now kick to the slot with Bullard leaving the slot and going to safety. Well, Nate Hobbs is out too. So who's going to play safety alongside Evan Williams, and who's going to play slot corner with the ones tonight? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's an interesting.
Maybe we do get KT Oladapo then, or we do get a heavy dose of Zane, and then they just let Bullard be the slot.
That makes sense, right, Tim? That's what I'm leaning towards too. What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, that's what my brain's trying to use that. So would it be Melton on the outside, maybe like Kalen King in slot, Bullard back at safety? Is that, and who would be the other opposite corner then? I guess it'd probably be. I'm
sure Keyshawn's going to run with the ones tonight if they're going to start anybody. Yeah.
I'm excited to see where Micah Robinson falls into this. or into this hierarchy, I should say.
Coach Len, Kalen King. Let's not forget about Kalen King.
That's what I
meant.
On
the list of players to watch tonight.
Yep. And that's kind of what I'd be looking for, I guess. It'd be what that initial lineup is, knowing that we don't have obviously X there like that. And that's such a big indicator. You get the guy that's on the top of the totem pole, and when he falls, like how that dictates the rest of that depth chart is going to be very interesting to see how that works. I don't know, Tim, if you had to guess, obviously X isn't there. Run down your secondary from that point, starting from safety.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna help you with the depth chart, Tim. There's no way I can do this without it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we're going. Ones are going to be Evan Williams and probably Zane Anderson.
You think so?
And then for your safeties, and then I would say Bullard's going to be your starting slot, your nickel, and then probably I would think it would be CV, and then either Keyshawn or Bo or probably Keyshawn then Bo.
That's crazy. That's cool though. Yeah.
Just to start, I mean, you want to see all these guys. I want to see Kamal Haddon tonight. I want to see,
I want to see Omar Brown. I want to see how he's had 5-6 interceptions now, including family night. And, again, that's me and Tim's kind of homer pick that I didn't think they'd actually be kind of coming to fruition this early or at all.
I mean, I got two favorite UDFAs on this team. Obviously, other than Nas Stackhouse, it's Omar Brown. So
yeah. Watching those guys, that's gonna be so fun, dude. I'm just excited. This is gonna be great. I want to see Hopper. You guys with me? I want to see Hopper absolutely show tonight. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. And
don't forget about Christian Welch, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Do it for Iola, baby.
Christian Welch might be over with Caleb soon, Tim. You know what I mean? It's like,
hey, take it easy. Take it easy.
No, when it comes to the DBs, I think you'll definitely see Bullard in the slot because what Matt LaFleur and Jeff Hafley want to do is to get their ones out there. Javon Bullard is the starting slot corner right now. So they'll get their starter there. They'll get Keyshawn starting outside corner, right? And now with Nate Hobbs out, you're going to get Carrington Valentine out there. So I think the DBs will be Carrington Valentine, Keyshawn Nixon with Javon Bullard in the slot. At safety, I think it'll definitely be Evan Williams, obviously starting, and with McKinney out and Bullard. Now, here's the other thing. When we're in our base defense, Bullard will be the safety. Okay, so I'm strictly talking nickel 4-2-5. So if the nickel 4-2-5 is on the field and they should be out there the majority of the night, I think Bullard will be in the slot. You'll have, like I said, our boy Evan Williams, the safety. And then next to him, I think I would probably go with, it'll probably be Zane Anderson, but I would like to see Katano Ladapo get a chance to start.
Yep.
I might really see how he responds to it,
Agreed.
That's the way I would go. And I do think Omar Brown, Jacob, I don't mean to rain on the parade or anything. I could kind of see the coaching staff with Omar Brown fading him back a little bit so they don't get too much tape out there and then try to stash him on the practice squad. I could see it being something from that angle, if that makes sense. That wouldn't surprise me either. Because the last thing you want to do is overplay someone, and get them on other teams' radars.
Yeah, literally, Michael A. Smith said exactly what you were saying. He says, we'll get to show what he has, but if he shows too much, it might be difficult to sneak him out of the practice squad. Yeah. That's literally what Clayton was just saying. If they're playing, chess, not checkers, there might, keep those cards a little close to the vest.
Yeah. Something I just realized here because of a tweet I forgot all about is, and this is why Matt LaFleur is just the best, man. Check this tweet out here from Matt Schneidman as he says, Matt LaFleur beelines for Josh Myers on the Jets sideline. The Packers starting center from 21 to 24 was probably the most respected guy in the Green Bay's locker room. And I think that's why he lasted 4 years. The play on the field, we've talked about it. Everybody's talked about it. He never lived up to that second round pick, but boy, oh boy, did people absolutely love him, man. You see Matt LaFleur embracing him right there. Josh Myers went through a lot last year, too, losing his dad and battling the injuries, puking on the ball. The puking on the ball play, one of my top 5 favorite moments in Green Bay history. The way that dude just nonchalantly turns his head left, projectile vomits, comes back a little bit, hits on the ball. He snaps the ball and just goes to blocking. And, of course, Malik Willis sprints towards the sideline, throws it away, and Matt LaFleur cusses him out. Matt LaFleur says, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, Josh puked on the ball. I couldn't get my grip on.
Wash your hands, wash your butt, man. That's it. That's all.
That's it. I'm telling you, man. It was one of my favorite moments of the year, man. We showed that over and over and over. It made Chalk Talk. That was probably my favorite Chalk Talk episode. So
Yeah.
Great point about Josh too. You know, like sometimes the execution wasn't where we wanted it out there on the field, but it wasn't for lack of effort. That guy was a leader. He was a great teammate and approached the game the right way. So you got to wish him the best. And I think it's a class act right there. You're just seeing Matt make sure he welcomes him back to Lambeau for that ass whooping he's about to catch tonight. So.
There you go. Yeah, LaFleur is pure class. I love Matt LaFleur, dude. That dude's so glad he's our head coach, man. So Zach Cruz says, based on the AccuWeather radar, the rain at Lambeau Field should be done by kickoff. Some light rain might pop up at various points mid-game. So the majority of that is out of the area. That's absolutely awesome. Doesn't mean the field's still not going to be slick, though. So we got to be aware of that, obviously. But
I'm about to Josh Myers all over this computer right now. I'm getting excited.
Yeah, if we've got new viewers, he means he's going to throw up on the computer. Okay, that's what that means. It's not.
Yeah.
You never know.
We had new viewers, Clayton. They're all gone now.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
hit like on the way out. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I was just going to say we got almost 700 people watching live right now. So if you guys are new to the show, please hit that like, subscribe, sub. You guys will be getting a ton of Packer content. I mean, even in the off season, we're going almost nearly 2 a days. And when we're in the real season, you guys are not going to be lacking for Packers content. Go to the patreon.com/PackerFan total access to get more content.
There you go. Zach Cruz tweets out, Packers coach Matt LaFleur on Matthew Golden. Quote, he's been outstanding. He's got some of the most natural hands I've been around in my whole career. And it's just, I mean, how far we've come, you know? Like we talked about, there were several receivers. Ted McMillan looked good, by the way, in his preseason debut. I know a lot of people were kind of trying to dog him going through the draft process. Looks like he's going to at least he's starting strong in preseason. We'll see how that translates to the regular season. But Matthew Golden's one of those dudes, man. When you go watch how they implemented him in Texas's offense, he just feels like a natural moving Z, strong hands, fluid, smooth in and out of the break, 4.2 40 speed. Like, let's do this. Let's reverse engineer it. And we try to be positive on this show. And I'm doing this for a reason because I think I'm going to struggle. If you had to say one negative thing about Matthew Golden, if you had to ding him for one thing and go, here's what he doesn't do well.
Yeah.
What would that thing be?
It'd be his Madden photo.
Tim, put it on the screen. I completely agree.
First of all, that is not Matthew Golden's fault that they destroyed his image and charged $75 for a game and you can't even get his picture right.
The mustache, too, man. I mean, he's not getting within 100 feet of a school.
That looks like a guy asking if you got a cigarette outside of the bar.
Looks like a Quentin Tarantino character in the 80s before he got really good at making movies. Yeah.
Just immediately made me think of what was it? The Hangover, when he says, "What, the guy behind the liquor, the drug dealer at the liquor store wasn't a good guy."
You tell me he wasn't trustworthy.
Yeah, I hope they fix this, man. We've given enough heat over that photo. So get on it, EA Sports. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like Radio from the movie Radio. It did kind of look like Radio, did it? Cuba Gooding Jr. I think you're right there. All right, let's hit refresh one more time, see if we got anything else going on. We're getting close here, ain't we, boys? We're at 7:45 my time.
We should have an injury report, right?
Surely. Here we go. Boom, right on time.
Hey,
there we go. Matt Schneidman.
Oh, let's get to it in a second. Let's see what we got here. Who is this? Braylon Allen. Oh, Braylon Allen, Wisconsin's finest, right?
I like
there
Braylon.
You go. There's tonight's scratches on the Packers website, so we'll just jump to it right here. Matt Schneidman, Packers not dressing in uniform tonight. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Dontavion Wicks, Nate Hobbs, Xavier McKinney, Emmanuel Wilson, Marshawn Lloyd. All right, so both of the running backs are out. Kamal Haddon, Colin Oliver, Rasheed Walker, and John Williams. So who
guys, we're going to hum that tater tonight. We're throwing that football all around the field tonight, baby. Let's go.
We're going to see a lot of Amar Johnson and a lot of easy.
I'm sure we will, but yeah. I think we're going to let the QB sling it tonight.
Let's do it.
Savion Williams isn't on this list, and I thought I read earlier that he was not playing. So,
interesting.
Very interesting. So definitely keep an eye out for 83 out there in case for some reason he does play. But yeah, I mean, the backup running backs going to get a lot of carries tonight, man. We're going to see what we got in this group. Let's take a quick look at the depth chart as you've got, obviously, you've got our boy Marshawn Lloyd's out, Emmanuel Wilson's out, so Josh Jacobs probably going to get a few carries, I would imagine, right? And then you got Chris Brooks, Jalen White, Amar Johnson, and Izzy Abanikanda. So I'm excited probably out of that whole group, guys. I want to see Amar Johnson. That's a dude that, he really, really stood out at South Dakota State, right, Jacob? Am I thinking right?
Yeah, I want to see some Jackrabbits. Let's do it. Whiskey61 does say that Rob Demoski has tweeted that Savion is listed with an injury. So if that is true, that means we most likely will not see that.
So maybe these are the healthy scratches here. I get. I don't know. Now there's injured people.
Definitely not a healthy scratch, right?
Yeah, you got Nate Hobbs, Xavier McKinney. Yeah. You're right, Tim.
Right.
Jaden Reed, if you guys are wondering why he's not playing, he had that foot act up on him where he had a problem with the shoe or something earlier. I think it was a couple weeks ago. So very, very interesting. So
I think you're most bummed out about guys like Colin Oliver and Marshawn Lloyd not playing in this game. Those are two young players that we really want to see what we have in them. So hopefully they're healthy soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Nothing else new as of the moment. Just trying to comb through. Yeah, we're up to date right now. So there you go. There's your healthy your inactives tonight. Not dressing.
Go, baby. 10 minutes till kickoff. Let's get it.
It really is. That's crazy. Oh, there's that noise. I love it. Jacob's the only guy I know that gets nervous over a preseason game. But you know what? I appreciate it, man. I respect the game. Over there like that on his couch before.
That's exactly.
That's terrible.
Me, I get about 6 daddy sodas deep, and I'm over like this, trying to find the remote so I can get over to NFL Network. Tim, you know what I mean?
Here's the guy.
Man.
I'll tell you, man, this was fun, dude. I'm glad we did it. We get a bunch of people in here. If you guys would, please just take a second, hit that like button, hit subscribe. It's fast. It's free. It helps the channel more than you know. We're going to be back live immediately following the game with the post-game show. We're bringing you the box scores, the stats. We'll be giving you our take on both the offense and the defense and kind of setting the stage for the rest of the week as we get into another week of training camp. But really, really excited to watch this one and more excited to talk about it afterwards as soon as the game wraps up, guys. What do we think? Anything else y'all want to hit on as we get ready to wrap up here?
Go Pack, go, baby. That's all.
Oh, yeah. I'll just say, who's your favorite player tonight to watch, Tim?
I got to
pick one.
Got to pick one, Tim.
Got to pick one.
Carrington Valentine, man. Let's go.
Okay.
CD, baby.
Mine's Bo Melton. I want to see Bo.
You want to know mine is?
Yeah.
I want to see Romeo go out there with some attitude tonight.
Let's go. Rome in the house. Watch your mouth.
Chuck Jaggers, go Pack, go. All right. Thanks so much, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to create the post-game stream really, really quick here, okay? So as soon as I get it up on YouTube, just keep hitting refresh. When it pops up, you guys can use that as a chat for the game. And then when we get ready to go live for the post-game, all of that stuff will be in our StreamYard database so we can kind of see what y'all are chatting about, what piqued your interest, all that good stuff. So I want to give a special thank you to Willen Al Swiderski with the super chat earlier today. Thank you so much. Also, we're going to be doing a giveaway, all right, immediately following the game. Anyone who's a member on YouTube or what we prefer, a member on Patreon, patreon.com/PackerFan Total Access. It's like $2 or $3. I want to say it's $2.99 on YouTube to be a member, and it's right about $3 on Patreon. That gets you access to everything on Patreon, but also gets you entered into the giveaway. So we're going to put everybody's name on a wheel and give away an autographed Lucas Van Ness rookie card. Really, really cool piece of memorabilia that was donated by our good friend Rick Kruger here, a listener of the show. So I don't know if Wicks is playing or not, Coach. That's a great question.
I don't think he is. No.
Yeah, I can't imagine he is. He's not listed on that list, but he's been banged up. Yeah, I would say he probably isn't, Coach. That'd be my guess. So, all right. We good, Jacob?
Yeesh.
All right. We'll see everybody for the post-game show. Run downstairs, get you a daddy soda, get settled in. It's going to be a fun game to watch. We pray for no injuries. And like Tim said, it's actually, Tim said it a couple times, but there was also another guy that said it. It's what we want to hear tonight.
Belt to ass. BTA. Know what I'm saying?
All right. We'll see y'all tonight. Appreciate you.
Here we go.
We out.
Bye, guys.